Hi, it's Teresa from Dodge Nature Center, and time for another Nature to Go. Winter conditions can make it kind of hard for us as humans. Like today, I'm working from home because the roads aren't good. It's been a cold, snowy winter, and we can adapt by changing how we do our jobs. We've got clothing that we can use. But what about the wild animals? They have some amazing adaptations, and that's what we're going to talk about this week in terms of deer and some of the adaptations they have for dealing with winter conditions. So like a lot of animals that are going to be active in the wintertime, deer will bulk up. They will eat a lot of food so that they're carrying fat reserves. They'll also change behaviors. So they may find areas that they can be bedding down in that are near where their food sources are so they don't have to move around a lot. Deer are known for conserving energy in the wintertime. They'll stay in one area and not move for several days, especially if the weather isn't the greatest. But probably the thing that they change the most and that does a wonderful job of helping them deal with winter is in terms of their pelt, their coat. Here you can see some images of deer in their summer coats. They have sort of a reddish hue to them. But that's going to change once daylight amount changes as well. When we start getting to that point in the fall as daylight is diminishing, that signals the deer and they start shedding their summer coat and growing in their winter coat. And that's where some of these amazing adaptations take place. A deer's winter coat has two layers to it. There's an undercoat, and that's usually a softer wool-like type of hair. This is the main way that the deer is going to be insulated because there can be over 5,000 hairs in a square inch. It's very dense. There's also an overcoat, and those are called the guard hairs. Now, guard hairs are interesting because they're longer, they're thicker, but they're also somewhat hollow. They're not totally hollow like a straw. There is some internal structure to it. But that open space allows air to get trapped, and that's up against the deer's body. And so it helps keep the deer warm, just like when we as humans put on extra layers, and that helps keep us warm. It's doing the same thing for the deer. And it does it so well, in fact, that when it's snowing and snow is landing on the deer's body, the snow won't melt. It's that well insulated. Once we start getting more daylight and we're heading towards spring, the deer will start shedding those winter coats they have. And they'll get put to good use. Birds will use those for their nests. But in the meanwhile, those wonderful hairs are helping to keep the deer warm even when it's these cold conditions. Think about that the next time you're getting bundled up to head outside. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Nature to Go, and we'll talk to you again next time.